Welcome to the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Sports Hub podcast presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics and Lake Sumter State College. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. I want to thank our guests coming on here today. We got Tavares High School football. We got head coach Gavin Jones on with us later on, talking to Izayia Williams and Tamauri Collins, the running back for Tavares High School. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us today.
You guys are having a great season, 6-3 so far in 2024, coming to the home stretch of the 2024 season. How would you describe your season so far, Coach?
It's been going pretty good. You know, we lost our first two games. You know, when we did those two games, we were a total of, 8 points. So those were heartbreakers for us. You know, one of them was in the last, 3 seconds of the game. So that kind of hurt us a little bit, and then we had to turn around and go play Bishop Moore on that Friday night too. So I think the kids were a little down, but we got through it, and then we battled back the following week and got the win to give us a chance to get in. We just got to take care of our own business. So kids are hanging in there and doing what we ask them to do.
They're definitely hanging in there. I mean, Tavares High School right now ranked 23rd in Class 3A, so looking pretty good as far as getting into the playoffs right there. You got one more game this upcoming Friday night. I believe it's senior night for you guys coming up, and that's going to be against East Ridge High School. You get to go against Donnie Birchfield. Had him on the show a couple of weeks ago. So Donnie's built a pretty good program down there at East Ridge High School. How you guys shape up?
Yeah, Donnie does a good job over there. He's got a good program going. I know they play a tough schedule. They got a good running back coming in, and we're looking forward, to playing them. We know it's going to be a tough game. It is senior night, so hopefully the kids don't get too distracted and we go out there and lay it all on the line.
And for Tavares High School to get the victory, I mean, you're right there with a bunch of teams as well. I mean, you could be a 6 seed, you could be a 7 seed, maybe as high as a 5 seed. You don't know in the FHSAA playoffs. So if it's a kind of a big game for you guys coming in here.
Yeah, and that's what I've been preaching to the kids. After we lost to Bishop Moore, I said every game counts. Just because we're not the district champs, every game's going to count because there's still a lot of games to be played out there. But we just got to take care of our own business on Friday, like I've told these kids, and we've had pretty good practices this week, but it's going to be a little bit longer to see how the season pans out because they moved it back a week. So we'll see what happens on next Tuesday when the rankings come out to see where we're at after we take care of business on Friday night.
And after you take care of business on Friday night, you obviously look toward the playoffs, and just great to see Tavares back in the mix for the playoffs. I know they haven't been in there since 2019. Of course, you had that 9-win season in 2019, and then COVID, that kind of screwed a lot of stuff up. But ever since then, Tavares has kind of been working their way back steadily, and you've been at the forefront of that. You came on after that 0-10 season, had the 5-win season last year. How have you been able to build this program back up? I mean, now you got a winning football team here.
Well, it's not because of everything, coaches and stuff like that. It's basically all the kids. And we can just line them up and tell them to go in the right direction. And if they execute, they're going to be successful. They're buying in. They're working real hard in the weight room. So basically, all the hard work, goes to the kids. I give all the kids the glory because they're the ones out there working hard and everything else.
And if you look at this football team, it kind of reminds me of an old school team, right? I mean, if you looked at, you've got 2 running backs that are near 600 yards. I believe Tamauri only needs 1 yard to break through 600 yards this season. 12 touchdowns he has. And then you've got the passing game where you don't have nearly as many passing yards as you do a rushing attack. So this team, is going to hit you in the mouth, Coach.
Yeah, we try to establish the run game, which, do pretty much every game. It all, starts with the run game, and then we try to work the pass in a little bit. But we need to, if we became better at our passing game, then, we'd be a lot stronger with our run game. So, we got 2 backs at split time. Sometimes we got 3. Sometimes we put Izayia back there too. Then sometimes we put, Artavius Riley back there. He runs the ball. So we've got about 5 guys back there that can run the football if we need them to run the football.
I was doing the Villages game earlier this year, and you guys were on your own 20-yard line, and you decide to go for it on, I think it was a 4th down and 2 or 4th down and 3, and you guys decide to go for it. That's an aggressive play call, Coach.
Yeah, we had to. We knew we had to, get some momentum going, and I leave trust in defense. Our defense has been pretty good all year. I mean, We've only given it 98 points all year long, and that, it's only like 10.9 points a game. So our defense, I know, can stop the run. We struggle a little bit on the pass, but our run defense is probably, I'll say, best around here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you blanked the Villages. Been blanking a couple of teams this year. I mean, you even went up against Mount Dora High School, and although you guys, that was a tough game for you guys, you held them. I mean, that's a great offense. You got one of the best running backs in the state, and he wasn't really able to get going. You guys have done a really good job defensively, I think.
Yeah, our defense, like I said, I'll put them up against anybody. Our kids fly around to the football. They cause turnovers. They do their assignments. Sometimes we can blow on assignments, which happens everywhere. But our kids, they do their assignments for the most part, and when they do, it's hard to move the ball against our defense.
What's been the best thing about being back and just being a head coach again? Because obviously you're the head coach of the wrestling team, stuff like that. That kind of got you out of retirement, and here you are leading Tavares High School the last 2 years and kind of building things back up.
Yeah, it's been good. I appreciate, the administration, getting me back into it. When they came to me and asked me to do it, I said, yeah, we're going to get back into it, and we're going to do it the right way, and hopefully kids buy into the program. I thank the ones that stayed around and gave me an opportunity to, get the program going, because I know the community really loves their football there in Tavares. So and we got it going in the right direction now. Now, if the kids just keep, buying into what we're doing, we're going to be very successful.
Yeah, they're really excited about everything that's going on. Tavares got the playoffs coming up, so really exciting things. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Izayia Williams when we return on the Sports Hub next.
Is pain or restricted range of motion keeping you on the sidelines? Get back in the game with expert orthopedic care from UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics provides robotic-assisted surgical joint repairs and replacements, post-operative care, and inpatient rehabilitation services, all close to home, right here in Lake and Sumter counties. And for those unexpected injuries, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics offers convenient walk-in and same-day appointments. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with one of their specialists, call 352-323-5665.
Hey, everybody, we are back here on the Sports Hub podcast talking with Tavares High School football, and I want to welcome onto the program Izayia Williams. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Yeah, looking at your season, you've had a heck of a year so far, 93 tackles for you in 2024. You talk about what you've been able to accomplish. You're getting offers from all over the country from Division I schools. Can you just talk about your year and playing for Tavares with a 6-3 record this year?
Yeah, so we're playing pretty good teams. Some of the losses we had is because players got hurt and making wrong assignments, but that's something that we practice every day to get better at, like not messing up or on plays.
Yeah, when you watch this guy play, he's just he's just a next level player. He's just amazing, coach.
Yeah, we can see why. He's getting offers all over the place. Big young man. He works hard in the weight room. I mean, he's got set the squat record. In the weight room. Just as a junior, so he's still got another year to go. So I'm sure he'll break his own record. So if he continues to work hard and do what he's supposed to do, especially in the classroom, that's the main thing. Student athlete. So he's got to continue to do it in the classroom, also. So basically, the sky's going to be the limit.
Izayia, you broke the squat record at the school. What was the squat record?
It was 515.
515 pounds. Yeah. So he's just putting up 515 pounds like it's nothing. Just another day for Izayia Williams, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But as far as your seasons going, I mean, you come over from Leesburg last year. You come over to Tavares and making a huge impact this year. I mean, defensively, you guys have only let out less than 100 points this year. I believe it was 98 points this season. Mm-hmm. That says a lot about your defense. You got to be proud of what the effort that you're putting forth this season.
Yes, sir. I feel like the points thing we let up something it was one game really. It would have been way less than that, but a lot of our players got injured in one game, so you can't
Yeah, and you obviously being a junior, you're getting offers from all over the country. You're a leader on the defense as well. Talk about his leadership and this the skill set that he brings to your team.
Yeah, pretty much. He basically it all starts in the course, the classroom, and then it carries over into the weight room, and then it carries on to the field. leads by example. So, when kids see him doing, hard work and all that, telling the kids to get going at practice, and, they listen to him and gets them going in the right direction.
What's the community support been like at Tavares? Because I know Tavares is a big football town. They love their football. They love to see the Tavares doing really well. What's it been like being back at Tavares?
Well, it's been good. I get to meet a lot of people that I never met before. Like when we do our parades and stuff, I get to see everybody, and a lot of people come to our games and stuff to see us play.
And not only to see them, but probably to see you. You're definitely a draw out there. But really, the offense has been fun to watch too, because it's been kind of a smash mouth offense that you've put together. Sometimes you go out there and play. I think there was a play this year earlier that I watched at the Villages Charter High School where you guys, I think it was like fourth down, and they brought you in on your own 20-yard line. You smashed the football, and you're able to get a first down. What is that dynamic been like? Because you're just like an athlete. You just look at you and you're just like, wow, this guy's a specimen.
Yeah, when I go to offense, we just run power plays. Like, you got to stop it.
Yeah.
Your best plays out there, you got to try to stop it.
It's kind of nice to have an athlete like that, I would say, Coach.
Yes, sir, it is. We got some athletes now. We're pretty athletic. All around. We got some cats that like to hit people, and run people over. We're not scared of contact.
Seems like your offensive line too has really done a great job this season at opening gaps for the guys. You guys have, when you pull the guards and you're able to open up holes for the running backs to run through. You got we'll talk to Tamauri here in just a little bit, but he has 12 touchdowns this year. Tyler Davis have 5 touchdowns. Both those guys approaching 600 yards. That's 1,200 yards on the ground between 2 running backs. You got to be pretty proud about your offensive line, Coach.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. They're getting after it. We're limited. We're not very deep on the offensive line. So they're doing everything that they can to get the job done. Basically, we tell our running backs to get downhill, hit the hole. So if they got a hole, this big, we tell them to hit it, get downhill. Somebody's standing there, just run them over. You got to make one guy miss, basically. And then, that's not even counting his rushing yards that he has, and that's not counting, another one, Artavius Riley's rushing yards. So we're pretty close, about 1,600 yards probably.
So how long you been playing football for?
Since I was like 8.
Yeah.
Yes,
when did you feel like this is what I want to do?
My sophomore year.
Your sophomore year? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, what was it about this sport that just you loved and just, you're very good at it for sure. But what was it that took you to the next level? And now you're getting offers from all over the country. You're pretty much going to be able to go wherever you want to go.
Yes, my freshman year, we went 0-10 because I was at Tavares, and it just made me want to get better. Like, I always felt like I wasn't good enough I wasn't good enough to get on the field and stuff. So I started working harder in the season. I started my freshman year.
And then Coach Jones comes back. He builds the program back. You come back to Tavares, and you're able to build something here too. I think what's really cool is that the community. Anybody I talk to when they talk to about Tavares, they're like, "Man, this kid Izayia, he's like their eyes light up. They're like, this kid is unbelievable. We love going and watching Izayia." It's been a lot of fun, but they like watching everybody on the team, of course, too, because the team sport. Just to have a physical specimen like this on your team has been a lot of fun to watch as far as the community goes.
Yeah, everybody that walks in there, has got, all eyes on him, so they're watching when he does good, they're watching when he does bad, and that's what we try to tell these guys, that you never know who's in the stands watching you, you know what I mean? So they always got to be doing, what they're supposed to do, watching the attitudes and things like that, because the spotlight's always going to be on you since, you're the big fish, and, in the little pond, so got to do, and act right and things like that.
What's the limelight been like for you? Of course, you seem like a pretty humble guy, but you got guys writing. Everybody's writing about you. ESPN's writing about you. You got all sorts of different places that are writing about you. And what's that been like to kind of just have the spotlight on you?
I try not to look at the stuff like that. I try to, we're in season right now, I try to focus on, just football. I really try to block all that out. You know what I'm saying? Just to work hard.
Pretty exciting, though, that you guys are going to be playing playoff football coming up here. But how's the team? How's the excitement in the locker room?
Everybody's excited. We didn't think we were going to go to it because we lost to Bishop Moore. So, we knew we didn't win our district. I knew, you got to be ranked high in your district to go to the playoffs. So nobody thought we were, so like everybody's surprised. So yes, sir, we happy.
Yeah, definitely coming down the stretch here. I mean, you've won the games that you should, and your strength of schedule is, to the point where you're at the 23rd ranked spot right now that the FHSAA has you. If you win against East Ridge, potential to move up even more and potentially have another playoff matchup against Mount Dora High School. And those guys, Luke Hutchinson, what a team that they've been able to build over the last couple of years. They're to the point where you're like, okay, would we play them again? We'll see. You never know what happens in the playoffs.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I told the kids at the beginning of the year. Every game counts. Every game is going to count because, it's not like it used to be back in the old days. Take first and second, district champ and then a district runner-up. I mean, they change the playoff scenarios all the time down here every so often when they change the districts. So I told them all year long every game was going to count. And this one Friday night, since they're, a 7A school, and, if we can beat a 7A school, that's really should really boost us up because, the littler schools beat the bigger schools, it gives you a little bit more push up there to, to jump higher in the rankings. And there's a great possibility, we could do it, jump up to that 6th seed, but we just want to get in and give us a shot. That's all we're asking.
And with the defense and with the way that this team is acting, there's a very good chance that you could go on a run in the playoffs as well. As far as the season goes, what's been your favorite part of the season so far? Play with my boys.
Yeah, that too. But working, getting better with them. Like I practice indie every day. Like everybody getting better. You can see it. Like see all the players progressing.
I love this time of year because at this point, your team is progressing to the point where it's reaching its high point. And it reminds me of weightlifting, where at the end of the season, the weightlifters, they reach their peak. And I feel like the team's reaching that point, Coach.
Yeah, they're getting there because they've been battling all year. Like you said earlier, we've had, a couple of injuries. We've had some kids, key players miss certain games, but we've had other kids step up in roles, and they've been doing a real good job. So it kind of goes back on you got to get a little bit of depth, if you want to be successful.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen that success, and we hope that success continues down the stretch here in the 2024 season. So, Izayia, we wish you the best of luck with the rest of the season, and hopefully you guys can get some playoff wins coming up here.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have Tamauri Collins coming on. He's a very exciting running back. We'll have him on next on the Sports Hub.
Are you ready for your future to take flight? Whether you're graduating high school or looking to level up, Lake Sumter State College offers affordable degrees and certificates that will punch your ticket to success in a rewarding career. Plus, with programs like Direct Connect to UCF, your opportunities with LSSC are endless. So, what are you waiting for? Join us in Leesburg, Claremont, Sumterville, Four Corners, or online. Learn more at lssc.edu.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sports Hub podcast. We have Tavares High School football on with us. We're talking with head coach Gavin Jones, and we got Tamauri Collins on with us. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you've been having a fantastic year. You talk about your season. You're 1 yard shy of 600 yards on the ground rushing, 12 touchdowns this season as well. Kind of burst onto the scene this year. It's been a lot of fun to watch you. How would you describe your year so far?
Very exciting, very fun.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch, Coach, for sure.
Yes, 100%. Like I tell you, he's not the biggest guy on the field, but he's got, a heart of a lion. He'll find the biggest guy and try to run him over. He's not scared of contact. And when talking about getting downhill, he gets downhill.
Yeah, when I've seen you rush out there, I mean, you're just an exciting guy. You're just an exciting guy to watch, whether it's, diving down into the ball, just running guys over. You're a physical guy for your size.
Yes,
how long you been playing football for anyways?
Since second grade.
Since second grade. And so, when you were in second grade and you were running kids over, you you were like, I'm pretty good at this, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and he's been a lot of fun to watch. And you talk about your offense, you're still trying to figure that out. It's game number 9 or 10, I think, coming down to the season here. So you've utilized a couple of running backs, a couple of quarterbacks. What's the season been like as far as putting the offense together?
Some days, are better than others, is probably what I was going to say, for, our offensive line, they've struggled from time to time, because we've been, like I said, we don't have very much depth there. So sometimes we got to put some kids in there, and then they go in there and, we do the best we can. And the kids just, do what we ask them to do. But, like I said, you give him a crease this big, he's going to find it and then, run somebody over.
So you have 12 touchdowns this year. Is there anyone that stands out more than the others? I mean, you've been able to find the end zone quite a lot this season.
My win against Umatilla High School, when I had got the hole spent off him and scored.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a high scoring game for you guys. Scored a lot of points during that game against Umatilla, and good to have a nice little rivalry there. I love the schedule this year as well that you guys ended up creating. A lot of sort of in crosstown rivalries, games that you're going to. You got East Ridge coming in, of course. They're just down there in Claremont, and you had Umatilla on the schedule. A couple other games, South Lake, Mount Dora. So I think it's always fun when you have schools in the area that you're able to play, Coach.
Yeah, we tried to do that with the schedule this year, because people were, a lot of people were complaining about doing, far away games for, schools around here. So we tried to stay close to home because you'll lose games if you have an away game, or a team coming from far away because, the storms come in and a lot of times you won't get to make that game up. So that's going to be a game you lose. Then you got to go try to find somebody else to play. So we tried to stay pretty much locally this year, and so we wouldn't lose any games.
I got to ask about your necklace. Who's on your necklace, and why do you carry that around?
This is my auntie. She's my favorite auntie. When she died, just keep her in remembrance.
It's awesome that you have that, and you're able to do that and play for her in her memory for sure. You're not only playing for her in her memory, but you're playing for your teammates. Yes, you got 12 touchdowns this season. What's it been like playing for Tavares High School again this in 2024?
I love it. It's very great. Love the coaches, love my teammates. We just had a great energy every game. We bring it.
What's it like to play for Coach Gavin Jones here?
Coach Jones, he a great guy, great coach. He going to put you where you need to be. He going to make sure you're doing the right thing.
Definitely. And Coach, you got those old school philosophies too, which I love about a high school football coach. You guys, you keep these guys in line, but you guys, you're a great coach. I've seen you coach these guys up, and being able to go from a 5-win season last year, you got to 6-win season, potentially 7 games you're going to win in the regular season here as you continue to build the program. It's just been fun to watch guys like this come in, and guys like Izayia and continue to bring big things to this Tavares program.
Yeah, it's just like I said earlier. It's been nice, these kids, and it's like I said, it goes to all the kids. They're the ones that put in all the hard work in the weight room. The sprints and putting them pads on every day, going out in the heat. I give all the glory, to the kids. And then our assistant coaches. No head coach is good without great assistant coaches. We all know that. That's how this sport goes. Look at Nick Saban. He'll hide all great assistants. They're all head coaches. They're all successful. So that's what makes a good head coach. Is his assistant coaches really putting in the time and the film work and everything else. And he's not the only one. The future looks bright. At Tavares, and he's Izayia. The future looks bright because he's got a little brother that's pretty dadgum good too.
So you got a brother that's coming up through.
Yes, sir.
Are you like his role model?
Yes, sir. Something like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. He sees his big brother out there carving it up out there. Just a sophomore, this guy is. So you've got a lot to build upon, and a lot of players that are going to be coming back next year as well, which is really exciting for you as a coach.
Yeah, 100%. Our little JV team, this year they went 5-1. His brother was our JV running back. He did real good. He's gotten reps already on the varsity level, so he's going to be stepping right in come springtime. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know we're going to have good, big things in the future. You
guys know a thing or two about brothers on the team. You got the Bentley brothers, of course, on the team, which they've been fantastic on the defense. But it's got to be kind of cool that you're hopefully next year going to be playing with your brother. That's something that I think is really unique in the area. We've got a lot of families playing together. I think Umatilla has 4 sets of cousins playing on the team together. So That's got to be pretty cool for you.
Yes, sir. I just want to play with my brother, have a chance, show him the game, show him what we can do.
Yeah, and building the program as well. And you talk about what's coming back next year. And really the focus, though, is right now and what you guys got going on. You guys got East Ridge coming in there. They got one of the best running backs in Lake County, Izayia Maynard. You ever watch Izayia and the way that he runs on film? What do you like about Izayia?
He a very hard runner, fast. He fast, too, very strong. I like the way he run. I like the way he play.
Yeah, he's a heck of a running back. Defense obviously going to have to come up big against Izayia in this game on Friday.
Yeah, we've been studying film. We know he's going to be a good one. Basically, the defense has just got to do assignment football, and then I think we should be all right. We know he's their heart and soul of their offense. So I think if we do our assignments like we've been doing all year, stopping the run, we should be all right.
Definitely. And looking all right down the stretch of the 2024 season. So really looking forward to what you guys got going on. You got the playoffs coming up. It's an exciting time to be a part of Tavares football. This is a really great thing because you look at where Tavares came from. Of course, they had the 9-win season in 2019, but then the 0-10 season, and now working and studying. We've seen it come back to fruition. I know the community's really excited about it. What's it been like at school? Because you obviously go to school. What's kind of the atmosphere been like at school? I bet you fellow classmates are excited.
Yeah, it's good school spirit. The school really like the team. We get compliments from people every day, walking the halls, going to class.
Yeah, compliments about the jerseys this season because those are good looking jerseys.
Yes, sir. Thanks to Coach Jones.
Yeah, I love that you brought back the old school Tavares look because when I first saw those this year, I was like, wow, these look like the 90s, 2000s uniforms they used to wear.
Yeah, the community, was on us, because we're wearing black. Our school colors are really, red and white. So the community helped out, support getting these uniforms. And I really think the community helping us out. There's some community members that stepped up and helped get the uniforms that we wanted to get for these, young men.
You got those beautiful helmets as well, the classic Tavares helmets too.
Yeah, I was going to, get them skulls and stuff like that for doing good plays, but I didn't want to mess the helmets up because I just like the shiny and then just the red and white, just plain. It just looks so much better than having it all covered up and stuff like that.
At the beginning of the season, you said, regardless of how we come out, at least we're going to look good.
That's right. That's right. You look good, you play good. That's the the saying. You look good, you play good.
Oh, you're definitely playing good down the stretch, and really looking forward to what you're able to build the next couple of years here at the program. Just a sophomore, this guy, and looking forward to the next couple of years at Tavares High School. So very good luck this Friday night, senior night, and hopefully you're able to get the victory, and we're going to be looking at where you guys are at in the playoffs here very shortly.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it. We just, like I said, I've told the kids all week long after last Friday, we took care of that one on Friday. We had to get that one. Now the ball's in our court, and then whatever happens after Friday night happens, but we have to take care of our own business on Friday night, and then where the chips fall, they fall.
100%. That's a great way to look at it. That's going to wrap things up on the Sports Hub this week. I want to thank Izayia Williams as well as Tamauri Collins and head coach Gavin Jones for coming on with us. I want to thank our partners that make it happen, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics and Lake Sumter State College. We'll see you on the next edition of the Sports Hub.
This has been the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.